Hey, I'm Daniel from Ratings.com. Alright, so we've now bought and tested 35 2019 TVs. So in this video, we're going to go over the best ones for you to buy. As anyone that follows the TV market closely will know, the release of new models is seasonal on a yearly cycle. In 2019, for example, the first batch of new models from most major manufacturers was released around March or April, and some releases continue throughout the summer. Soon after release though, new models tend to carry a price premium over older ones, and for most people who are price conscious, they aren't worth buying. These TVs continue to receive a few price drops throughout the year, making them more competitive. As we get into the fourth quarter of the year and the run-up to the holiday season, very few new models are released, and at the same time, 2019 models near their lowest prices, making them a great buy. With that said, let's get into our recommendations. We'll start from the budget models and work our way up. The budget segment is very interesting, with increased competition from low-cost brands like TCL, Hisense, and Vizio. This makes it a great time to be looking for a budget TV, as this competition has resulted in more and more high-end features getting pushed down to budget models. So if you're on a budget, then our top recommendation is the Hisense H9F. It offers great picture quality with deep blacks due to the VA-type panel, an excellent peak brightness at over 1000 nits, and a great color gamut which helps HDR content stand out. Traditionally, budget models have lacked more advanced features like local dimming, but the H9F actually has a decent implementation of this feature. This TV also runs the Android TV Smart platform, which works well and provides access to loads of apps. Now, another great budget option is the new 2019 TCL 6 Series or R625. Unlike the Hisense, this TV runs on the Roku Smart platform. It feels more simple, but also provides a wide selection of apps, which it calls channels, and is very easy to use. The picture quality is also in the same ballpark, with some minor improvements over the 6 Series from last year. It has a bit worse reflection handling than the Hisense, but the TCL we bought has better black uniformity. This varies between units though, so we don't know if the model that we bought performs the same as the typical model. Also, the TCL has lower input lag at 11 milliseconds for gamers, but both of these models feel very responsive, so this isn't a big difference. Now, if you're after a cheaper 4K model with fewer features, then look for the TCL 4 Series or S425. It's a step down from the 6 Series and the Hisense, with no local dimming and a dimmer screen, but still offers great value for size. It's a good basic TV, but can't really benefit from HDR content at all due to this lack of brightness, and it also can't display more saturated colors. It's a great choice if you're after a big screen at a low price. Alright, so a step up from these budget models takes us to the mid-range or high-end TVs from the main manufacturers like Sony, LG, and Samsung. If you're after a TV for gaming, then check out the Samsung Q70R. It's available in a wide range of sizes, and while the overall picture quality is in the same ballpark as the Hisense, it offers extra gaming features. It supports FreeSync variable refresh rates. This results in tear-free gaming from a PC that supports the FreeSync technology over HDMI or a new Xbox. It also has an interpolation feature with low input lag that results in a much smoother image when playing low frame rate games, like from a console. Now, if you've got wide seating or plan to put the TV in a wide living room, then check out the LG SM9500. It's a great TV with an IPS panel. This results in a low native contrast ratio despite the local dimming feature, so it can't produce deep blacks in a dark room like these other pics. It does have the advantage of better viewing angles though, so the image remains accurate when viewed at an angle. It also gets bright and has excellent reflection handling, so is a great choice for a bright room. It's only available in a 65-inch size though, so if you're after a different size, then check out the SM9000. Alright, so Sony TVs are well known for their image processing and adherence to an accurate, realistic picture. If this is something you care about, then the Sony X950G is a great choice. It has one of the best gradient performances we've tested to reduce banding and includes a gradient smoothing feature which also works well. The motion interpolation also gets high acclaim from readers, although this isn't something we test in detail. Overall, it's a great all-round TV as it gets bright, can produce deep blacks, and has a decent local dimming implementation. Note that the larger 75 and 85-inch models also have an additional optical layer to improve the viewing angles, so they may be a good choice for wide seating. If you're after the absolute best performance for a dark home theater environment, then check out an OLED TV like the C9 or one of the best LCD TVs we've tested, the Samsung Q80. OLED TVs have a different type of panel, which allows them to produce perfectly deep blacks as the pixels themselves emit light and individual pixels can be turned off completely. This results in extremely impressive darkroom performance. The overall picture quality is excellent. However, they can't get as bright as some high-end LCD counterparts, and there may be a risk of burn-in with static content. We've done an investigation into this and don't expect most people who vary what they watch to have any issues with burn-in. All 2019 OLED TVs, including the LG B9, C9, E9, and Sony A8G and A9G, share the same panel and offer very similar picture quality and performance, so we usually recommend the cheapest one. And if you'd rather a bright LCD TV, then look into the Samsung Q80R. It has an excellent local dimming implementation which works very well for a dark room and also allows it to produce extremely bright highlights, which helps to make HDR content really stand out. It also has an optical layer to improve the viewing angles and one of the best anti-reflective coatings that we've seen, so works well in wide and bright living rooms too. Alright, so that's it for our top recommendations. When making any list of the best picks, there are always a few models which don't quite make the selection. While the high-end Samsung Q90R does offer improvements over the Q80 with a denser full-array local dimming backlight, the overall performance is in the same ballpark. If you really care about the best dark scenes for an LCD, then it may be worth it for you, but for most people, we expect the Q80 is a better buy. Another very interesting TV is the new TCL 8 Series QLED. At the time of this video, it isn't available yet though. Now, the Vizio P-Series Quantum X 2019 is also an interesting TV, and it almost made our best picks. It offers impressive performance with great local dimming and an exceptionally high brightness. Unfortunately, it lost out to the Samsung Q80, which also has better viewing angles due to the additional optical layer and better gaming features, including FreeSync support. If this doesn't matter to you, and depending on the price you can find these two TVs for, either one could be a good choice. So, if you're looking to save some money, then go for the Hisense H9F or TCL 6 Series 2019. We found the Hisense to be a bit better, but fans of Roku may prefer the TCL. If you'd like a cheaper TV at a larger size, then check out the TCL 4 Series. If your budget allows it and you're after a TV for gaming, then check out the Samsung Q70. If you've got a bright room with wide seating, then look for the LG SM9500. And if you like a really accurate image or Sony's color and motion processing, then check out the X950G. If you've got a dark room and want the best performance with the deepest blacks, then look for the LG B9 or C9. And last of all, if you want one of the brightest and best performing LCD TVs we've tested, then check out the Samsung Q80R. Alright, so that's it. It's interesting to see that since last year, the lower end of the market has significantly stepped up, closing the feature and performance gap with their high-end counterparts. While good HDR support and local dimming used to be a feature reserved for high-end models from the big brands, now it almost doesn't matter what your budget is to get these benefits. Thank you for watching. See you next time.